Find the approximate value of the square root of 15.96. The first thing to do is identify the x value that is being operated on, and that will be x equals to 15.96. The second thing to do is identify the function that is operating on it and call it f of x. Since it's the square root of 15.96, the function f of x will be the square root of x. The third thing to do is identify a value near the x value of 15.96 and call it a that will be able to plug into the function and be evaluated easily. Since the function is the square root of x function, we want a perfect square near 15.96, and therefore 16 will be the choice for a. We can now find the linear approximation of the function f of x. To do that, we need the f of x as well as its derivative f prime of x. Before we take the derivative, let's rewrite the square root of x as a fractional exponent. That's x to the first power and second root, or x to the 1/2 power. The derivative f prime of x will be a power rule. Bring the power down, leave the inside alone, subtract 1 from the power. I will call that 2/2. And then multiply by the derivative of the inside to complete the chain rule. 1/2 times 1 is a 1/2, and x raised to the 1 minus 2, negative 1/2 power. Since we have a negative exponent, we will want to rewrite this by moving it down in the denominator with the 2 that's already in the denominator. So it will now be a positive 1/2. And positive 1/2 power is the same thing as the square root to the first power, so that can be rewritten as the square root of x. F of x and its derivative f prime of x can now be evaluated at the a value of 16. F of 16 will be the square root of 16, which is equal to 4. F prime of 16 will be 1 over 2 times the square root of 16, which will be 1 over 2 times a 4, and 2 times 4 is an 8, giving us 1 over 8. The linear approximation formula is f of a plus f prime of a times x minus a. In this problem, the a value is a 16, so this will be f of 16 plus f prime of 16 times x minus 16. We have values for f of 16 and f prime of 16. They can be put into place. So L of x will be 4 plus 1/8 of x minus 16. F of 15.96 can be approximated by L of 15.96. F of 15.96, if we plug that in for x and f of x, that will be the square root of 15.96. And this is going to be approximately equal to L of 15.96, if we plug that in for x and L of x. 4 plus 1/8 times 15.96 minus 16, which will equal to 4 plus 1/8 times 15.96 minus 16 is a negative 0.04. The 4 and the 8 can slightly reduce each other by a factor of 4. Dividing this by 4, we'll put a 1 right there. Dividing this by 4, we'll put a 2 there. So this can be written as 4 plus 1/2 times negative 0.01. So the square root of 15.96 can be approximated as 4 plus 1/2 of negative 0.01 will be negative 0.005. addition plus a minus is equivalent to just subtraction. So the square root of 15.96 will be approximately equal to 4 minus 0.005 will be 3.995. And there's the approximate value of the square root of 15.96.